I'm forcing myself to make a video today. It's going to be cut up. I'm going to pause it while I talk about different things and do different things. It's a day in the life. It's Sunday. It's already too late, though. I'm so... it's when I have this relaxing day, Sunday, my day off, and there's too many things that I want to do, and this lighting is horrible, and things are going to get better. Right now I'm making my bed. I'm not going to make a video about showing you how it takes me a half hour each day to make my bed, but I did add an extra step to it. I got my... I went down to the basement, and I thought I got rid of this. I thought I minimalized this. But no, I have my antique iron. I have had an iron in my Amazon drop or cart on Amazon. I have it ready to buy, like a $10 iron or something. But nonetheless, I did find my antique iron, so it matches all my things with its black Bakelite plastic, antique and everything. But the top, it really annoys me when I'm making my bed, and there's this top of the sheet that is all wrinkled, and when I put the other sheet on top of it, blanket on top of it, you can see the bunching up. So because I washed this fresh, it's all messed up. So I am going to iron that puppy out, which is going to be great. And I have to get rid of things. I also this is I think I'm way out of time. So this is why I get all frustrated about the time constraints that I have today, because I brought all of these boxes in here. These are all empty and they're ready to do something with. I want to finally do my hangers, and I thought I was going to do that today. I was going to choose the best hangers and put the ones that I don't love as much into those. Those are like temporary boxes. That would be just a first step. I'd probably put them in totes. But yes, I unhung all of my stuff so that I could go through the hangers and choose the very nicest ones that I love the most, even though I love them all. My explanation is I'm going to keep the best ones that all match and go together the best, and I'm going to save the other ones to put into my future guest room or downstairs. I'm going to put like ones together, likes with likes. There's my pile of bed stuff that has to be put on. There's my laundry that has to be folded. There's more. The darks are in the dryer. This is way too cluttered. I brought up way too many knickknacks when I was trying to get rid of knickknacks. I've got way too many toy plastic bins from, I guess, different toy reviews. I did manage to do one toy review today. I think I have to start a new channel because my toy reviews are conflicting with one another. It's really bad. You got to segregate on YouTube. It really sucks. I guess that's why this channel is, because I'm mukbanging. Well, I haven't mukbanged in a long time, but mostly I'm just sorting. This should be the cleaning channel, because mostly that's what I do. Just taking me forever and ever and ever. I also did some math. So all of these things. Oh, also I forgot about these boxes right here. These are my favorite vinegar boxes. Those I'm thinking I'm going to redistribute whatever's in here. There's one of those vinegar boxes, so that it looks so much neater when you have the same box all along the top shelf. And it's pouring right now. Am I doxing myself? No, I don't think so. I live in the woods. You can't tell. All trees look the same. So if I put all of those boxes that are the same right across the top of the shelf, that's going to look amazing, and I'll feel better about looking in there and it not being messy when I look in there. Those boxes aren't supposed to be there. I'm okay with keeping my vacuum cleaner there because I can pull it out and use it more often than I make myself do. And that's kind of what the plan was today. I don't know, and it's almost dinner time, so I have to start peeling potatoes. That takes me 45 minutes to peel potatoes. There's some toys that I have. You might see that's the contrast between me. It's toys and another toy. Toys and Pioneer Life. And I'm watching a video on minimalism while I make my bed. And that's why I said stop watching and start making. but I can't make my bed and record it at the same time. But I'm not going to show you me ironing, but I'm telling you that I'm about to iron that down. And the next time you see me, you're going to see my bed's made. And that'll be the update, and then we'll see where we go from there. I think I will do the hangers. I guess I don't get to eat until 7 or 8 tonight, or maybe 9. I probably don't get to peeling potatoes. I'm an intermittent. I was also looking for like a bin like this full of toys that I had, and I couldn't find it, and I spent probably an hour looking for that, and I still didn't find it. I don't know if I decided to sometimes I decide to throw things out and then I change my mind, and then I don't know, that's where we're at right now. I'm going to plug this in so I can keep it on and the battery won't run low, and then we'll catch up. For you, it'll be in a second, but for me, it'll be in probably an hour after I make my bed. Oh, I gotta press pause. You can't just plug it in. Oh no, now it's blocking my pause button. The great edit transition, huh? Go. And I don't have my goggles to see what's happening here. Okay, I cleaned up a lot here. This is my life is so annoying. This is something that it's not just something I realized, it's something I keep realizing. It's that after I fix everything, after I get rid of all the debt, and I sell all my toys, and I get rid of all of the stuff that I don't need, and I make things easier. Like right now I'm in a win-win situation. The more I get rid of, the more money I make, the more debt I can get out of. It's a fantastic win-win scenario. But then when I think what the ultimate outcome is, the amount of money that I can make afterwards, and the amount that it costs for an apartment by myself, which is the only thing I want, those two don't match up. Like the math doesn't work. You can't, like, I kind of have to start over. I haven't had a real job in 10, 20 years or worked for somebody. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I can't even think about it. It's not even, I'm just living, hoping that something like magical, for the lack of a better word, will happen at the end of all of this. So the fact that I know that there's no, and I've talked with AI about this too, I've got them to do the math. They said, yeah, it's impossible to live. And I've asked what's going to happen, because I can't be the only one in this position. I mean, there's things that people can do to change this. You either, you get into a relationship, you get roommates. I guess that's how you cut the it in half. But I can't function like that anymore. Like, the reason I went to the doctor before to get an ADHD diagnosis, where I didn't even get a piece of paper, I've got nothing to show for it except a stolen bicycle, for asking for help and them telling me to do less than what I'm already doing. Every time I've asked for help, it's a disappointment. So there's no way out. That all being said, I don't even know why it's past time to make dinner. I have made my bed. I did clean up. I did fold things and stuff. I'm a lot more cleaner here. I still have these empty boxes. Maybe I'll do the hangers. I don't know. Maybe I spend too much time folding my stuff way too perfectly. But that's the thing. Like, it does take me so much time, and then I do things like that where I take pride in what I do, and I enjoy what I do, and I make everything clean and tidy, and I like that. And apparently, according to AI, that's I do this because of ADHD, because I can see a finished product, which I can't see with finances. Nonetheless, all I can do is keep living. This is the realization I keep coming to and forgetting. Just keep going, and I'm just doing the very best I can, working the hardest I can. I almost didn't make this video because I had done too much today. Like, the laundry and one YouTube video was already too draining for me. And this one's probably gonna, luckily this might be my shortest video. You know what? It's probably gonna go on all night. Do I stop and make dinner? I'm kind of starving right now. You know what? I can make myself a drink. I'll drink hot chocolate, and maybe I'll do my hangers. I'll tell you why. So back off of I'm not even complaining. This is all my fault for not following the rules. You're supposed to choose a career when you're 18, go to college and do it and go for it. Actually I did do that. What am I talking about? I did go to college for the career of my choice, and then I decided I didn't want to do it because I hated it. So I bought these socks. So I talked about finding these socks. Maybe I talked about these ones. I'm thinking these should go into my advent calendar instead of using them. I don't know how warm it's going to be. Like, I bought these to wear. I really like them. They were a really good find, even though I don't know, it was $3 for a pair of socks, expensive. It's really hard to find socks that aren't made with natural materials these days. Most of the time they're like 70% polyester. These are the opposite. I think that they're wool and cotton, 70%. And then the rest is polyester. So I like that they're gray because I can wash and dry them and they won't look dingy. Though just the way that they have their pattern and everything, that's why I'm choosing them, because I have black socks and gray socks and they're just so much thicker than the socks that I use. And I told you I was never going to throw out my socks. I also told you that I was happy. I keep talking about this. I make myself wear these, my uniform. But I definitely regret not just buying black ones and going around and buying all the black ones that I could find, because I love this outfit in black. But I'm just working around the house today on a colder day, keeping myself cozy in my little birthday suit. So that's what's happening with this. I have blue. The green one has faded to almost like dingy gray, white gray. Oh yeah, I guess that's what I'm showing you. That was part of the trigger over here. I love to lay out these things. I love to make piles to remind me, and I like to make piles to remind me to tell you things too. So here's the one. I keep wearing this pair over and over again, and I don't go outside with my sandals on that much, so I've only had to wear one pair this week. So, and also I think my underwear is starting to get really dingy, so I think it's time to get new ones. I really like this underwear. I like the way that it fits. Cotton underwear, boys don't usually, I hear lots of boys talk about, they even the ones that know that cotton and natural fibers are definitely make for better quality clothing and fit better. But underwear, that's where people fall for they have to be synthetic, but that's the most intimate place. That's where you shouldn't have. And women know this. Women know that you wear all natural underwear, because otherwise you run into problems. But yeah, maybe boxers are the... I was thinking about this today when I was in high school. I was thinking, what kind of underwear did I wear? I didn't wear underwear. So it was, yeah. I was more sexy when I was in high school than, I don't know when I started wearing underwear again. I love little boy tidy whities though. That's the fit I like. This line did not come out. It was from folding. So this is why the hanging is so important to me. I want to hang these because I got this stripe across here from the sun in my closet where it wasn't even direct sun, and put a line. This bleached, the dyes and these bleached so much, but actually I don't even mind that because they're supposed to look. The black outfit was so good. See, 2 colors. They probably look better if I don't wear them as a set, but I like wearing them as a complete set. So that's all I had to talk about that. Oh, I got some things I forgot to put in the toy room that I'm not done with yet. Yeah, I did good. I took out all of the stuff that I knew, but it took a lot of time. And now, am I going to do the hangers? Am I going to do the hangers with you? Am I going to Am I gonna make dinner? Maybe I should make dinner and show you dinner, because I never show that, and it's basically the same thing I have to eat all the time. I guess I could show you now. I've got my bowls of potatoes. Potatoes were only $1 for a 10-pound, so it's going very well here. Oh yeah, I said I was going to drink. So I've got 3 bags of potatoes, but what I do is I open up all of the bags and I make sure that I get any ones that are brown or might have spots on them that might go bad before other ones, and I make sure that I get, or bruised or something like that. It's pretty good actually under the circumstances. I don't know why they were $1 each, and the lady didn't know. I think that they overbought for Thanksgiving and they didn't sell enough, and so that after Thanksgiving they had so many potatoes that they couldn't keep them in storage. So I bought 4 10-pound bags, which is only going to last me. I get 3 meals out of 1 bag times 4, 12 days. That's 2 weeks of. Wait, is that? It seems more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12. 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks of food. And I like eating potatoes. So I'll show you what I'm having for potatoes. I do need to hang those up, so I have to do the hanger thing today. It shouldn't be so hard. It should be really easy for me to grab all of the hangers. Might do that for you. Oh yeah, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put something in my belly. I'll make some, like hot chocolate. I guess that's like people drinking coffee, but without the overdose of nicotine. Do I need nicotine? No, I'm awake. I have 2 modes, awake, asleep. Another ADHD thing just happened. An Amazon shipment came in of a kind of a like craft project that I'm working on for one of my toy channels, and I had hyper focus on that for God knows how long, testing it out. But the boiling water pulled me out of the hyper focus, and I'm back where I'm supposed to be. I was supposed to not start that until. Well, I was supposed to get all this stuff done, and then when I'm relaxing at the end, then I knew these things were coming, and I was gonna test out or do what I meant to do. I have decided that I think most of the things that are going in the vinegar boxes that I showed you are like, I have piles of DVDs, so I'm just gonna take them out of to align all of the boxes. If you're not following, if I didn't make it clear, I don't make anything clear now, do I? To make all of the boxes at the top all neat and tidy. I'm making it clear to myself, I guess is what I'm doing with really bad lighting. Should I turn this way so it's better? Should I kneel down? Vinegar boxes, yes. So I think I'm going to put the DVDs in them. That would make an awesome video actually, going through my DVD collection, even though it's probably super embarrassing. A lot of them don't mean anything to me. I know that I've already talked about this when I took them off the shelf and I put them in there, and since that happened there has been like this even bigger resurgence in people taking back their DVD collection, or buying DVDs again, because the streaming platforms, it's so unreliable. You can't watch. You don't know if the TV show that you used to watch on this platform is still on that platform or it's on another platform, and you don't have that one, and you're not going to pay for all these things. Do I pay for any of them? No. There's actually a lot of free ones, and there's the one Hoopla I think is offered by the library. Nothing's really good, but I download movies too, so even though I think that's illegal, but I own them. Pretty much all of the movies that I watch are ones that I like, and I know that I like. Directors that I know that I like, that stand the test of time. Ones that make me feel something emotionally. I don't just watch television or movies for the sake of it. It has to be like, I know that some people just do that, like channel change kind of thing. Like back in my day, you just flip and put what's on and you just mindfully watch it even though you don't like it. I don't do that. I can't, like, there's so many cartoons because of my toy business that I should know about and stuff, but I just don't have the patience to waste my time. So that's one thing about, see, as long as it takes me so long to do everything, but every time, every move, I just said this, I'm either awake or I'm asleep. It's when I'm awake, I'm doing something productive. Like I'll have a podcast on that's inspirational. It can't be mindless. I don't watch reality TV. The first reality TV though, I do have those DVDs, like The Osbournes and The Simple Life. Those were good. It was because it was groundbreaking and nothing like that was ever done before, and it was really cool to see. It's vlogging, is what it is. It's this. I have lots to now. I have nothing to offer. I do have things to offer. I don't have anything to offer. I'm a failure of society. Weren't we just talking about that too? I think this is going to be satisfying enough. I don't know why I didn't show you me making this. That's what minimalist vlogs do. All they do is show them making their coffee. Of course, they want to finally edit it and make it an ASR experience where I do put 4 ingredients, 5 with counting water, into this, 6 counting 2 types of water, hot water and cold water. Anyway, it's like a chocolate treat, like a pickup. No sugar, stevia leaf powder. I mentioned my underwear, and I've been thinking about that recently too. Like giving myself socks and underwear for Christmas. I think that was like, it's kind of like a cliche. It's like a Christmas cliche. Another Christmas cliche is fruitcake. I love fruitcake. I am a fruitcake. Nut job. All of these things. Looney Tune. I think I romanticize. I love getting practical gifts. I don't think I've had very few people in my life. Yeah, I haven't known very many good gift givers, and I never got anything unless we're not gonna get into the neglectful raising that got me to this place, but there is a strong connection between me just wanting to get socks and underwear for Christmas. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I love those socks. And I mean, that's sad that I don't get to wear them until after December. But I can try on my socks and underwear for you during Vlogmas. How wonderful will that be? People will be very delighted. Can I do this whole video without taking my shirt off? It's not going to be very good for the thumbnail. The last thumbnail, where I think I even had my shirt off, people didn't like me talking about lack of religion. Losing my spirituality. That's what I should have called it. I don't even like to say that anymore. Okay, we're not getting on that tangent. I'm finishing this. I'm going to pull the hangers out of the closet. I'm not going to show me pulling the hangers out of the closet. I'll wait till maybe I can crank up the bed. I'll put a giant pile of hangers. I'll Marie Kondo that shit. I'll put everything on the bed. That's what you're supposed to do. I forgot about that. There's probably a couple things. My coveralls are on a hanger. I have to mix in that last bit of cinnamon and stevia leaf powder that we don't want it too chunky in the bottom. We don't want to waste any. Okay. I'm gonna do it. Let's get these hangers so I can hang these shirts up. Oh, I'm getting hot. Oh, I'm getting hot. I can open my windows actually. I had my windows closed because I was recording and I never opened them. It's actually quite a mild day today. I didn't go out to the pool today. Fuck. I also have to take out the recycling. Oh no. No, it is recycling today. Wait, I have to pause you. Hangers up next. This is the reason I'm choosing to actually do this, is because I bought even more hangers. So here they all are. All of the hangers. It probably would have been easier if I did it in the closet and just pulled out one at a time from the... This is probably not... This one I don't have done. It's not one that I would keep as a favorite. However, I still haven't found... This is kind of a makeshift tie holder, but I haven't found anything in existence that works better than how I set this up. These clips do break though, because they're older, they're tie hanging clips, and I keep breaking them, and then there's one less tie that I can put on there. But I'm down to a point where I love all of these ties. I've had way more ties. I even had way more hangers. Actually, I don't know if that's true, but when I started collecting these hangers, I used to collect ones that bowed. This is opened because when I bought this, it came with one of the bowed ones or one that wasn't as old as these ones. So I'm very particular about the hangers that I buy. I do like the ones that have a curve. It's just that you can fit more of these in a closet because they're flat. And I like the design of the flat ones better, so I collect the flat ones, and then I usually get rid of any of the curved ones. Well, I get rid of every curved one that I could possibly get. Now, there were a few things that were hanging, like jackets, that I didn't have any place. My new Dickies outfit that I had to find some place to put, but I guess I'm gonna... Oh, whoops! I didn't want to put... Those are clean. These ones I haven't washed off yet. Specifically kept the... This was a very good price for all these hangers. Sometimes you can get... the prices are so... Sometimes... they're usually done in bundles, but one hanger usually comes to $2, I would say, recently. But I used to buy these for... I guess since I started collecting them, which was... 10 or 20 years ago, they were $1 or $2 each. But I would try to only, and sometimes you would get big bundles for like $1. Sometimes I lucked out. That's not necessarily true. But if I did find one that I really liked, a really nice old hanger, I better use scissors for that. I would buy it for $1 or even $2 because I love these. They're beautiful hangers. That is something that I will always need, and I will always use, and there's no reason not to have them. I mean, for instance, I made a mistake of not hanging these. I hate that the lighting is always so bad. Why is the lighting always so bad? It's the way it is. Where did I put the dirty one? Oh, they're up there. Okay. I guess this is good enough. These ones are all probably kind of dusty. I do have down my on my clean bed, I always have my drop cloths, which are also clean, but not so clean now. So that's my using my bed as a desk. I always make sure that normally I would vacuum these first and then I would wipe them down. There's something sticky about this one. This is not one of the good ones. It's been varnished. So the ones that are varnished I don't like. This is an example. Okay. This is what we're going to talk about. This is an example of one that's really nice, but I mean, I wonder how many tiers are going to have to go in these. This makes these kind of staples that they put through them make them not as secure, but then there's this design element that makes it look really industrial. Paradise Island hotels and villas. We're going to notice that there's going to be a lot of hotels and furriers that have names on these. So this, I think, is the example of the perfect one. This might have a coat of varnish on it, though, so maybe it's not so perfect. My guess is that this is oak, that all of these things are. I don't really like, I like unvarnished oak. I really don't like how varnished oak looks, but that's, a lot of people like that it's usually rich and they tint it dark, and it's not something that appeals to me. I like an unvarnished, maybe linseed oiled oak, and I like that in my baseboards and furniture. And Restoration Hardware had this deconstructed furniture back in the 2010s, and I wanted that furniture so badly. I think I have them all saved in a folder, pictures of the stuff, and it was just my dream furniture. But it is just like Victorian, Elizabethan furniture that's distressed and just as natural cotton on top of it, and it's all ripped, the backs are all ripped off of them and stuff. So I could do that with any furniture that exists. This one seems to be a little more varnished. Those are all nice flat antique hangers. I still like them. They might not just be the best ones. So let's see what we can do here. I guess I'm gonna need to take some of those boxes down, but I guess I will start a box that I keep just the stapled ones, and I'm gonna call that stapled. I don't know what the best term for that is, but oh yeah, see this one is perfect, except for, see, this one is probably, it's like exactly the same as this new one. No, sometimes they've got more of a pant area in them, but these are very, very similar. I would say that these should all go in the same closet together because of the little thing there. I don't know how to divide them up. Sometimes these get bent out of proportion, which I don't like. But also I like everything about this too because it is old and worn and rustic and kind of cool. Sometimes they have numbers. Most of that's the grease pens from the thrift stores, so people know how much money they are. They have secret codes on them for if the price tag gets taken off. Here, I guess what's going to happen is I'm going to take some of these boxes down. I don't even know if this is the right. These are just, I had all kinds of these already built, and I had them piled up in the donation room. So I thought that they might be a good place to put the hangers. But how do I don't know. I also have to kind of plan what's the best way to put them in this box when I put them in here. Maybe the best way is just to do one row and then just throw some extra ones on top if it happens. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a staple collection and an ultra varnished collection. I know that they're the ones that I don't really need in my collection right now. I think that this one right here, I think that this is the perfect hanger. There's something different about its slope though. It's more, this is the perfect hanger. They have a 19. Maybe wipe this off. I think that they are kind of dusty. Is this one the perfect hanger? See, they're gonna hang differently. They don't match perfectly. So this is the, but then how much am I going to worry about? Mostly I'm looking for the ones that don't have the varnish on them and ones that are well constructed, that they don't have the security staple in them. And then there's ones that are going to have the hotel names on them. Now anyone that's train oriented, like the Queen Elizabeth or CP hotels, which is what the Queen Elizabeth Hotel was, and ones that say CN, they mean a lot to me because of my father and my grandfather were railwaymen, and I had lots of opportunity, and I also did work for, well, I have a friend, I don't know, who used to live in Fairmont hotels, and I love Fairmont hotels, and I have a huge connection to that. I've done reviews of Fairmont hotels here on this So anyway, they mean a lot to me. So I mean, I might have to put anything that is railway connected together. Granada steamship lines. So this would have been a hangar from a cruise ship. That's kind of cool. So they ones that have stories. Do I put those separately? I mean, this isn't one. This isn't one of the best ones. So oh wait, and this one is so. This one is so wide. It's extra wide, but it doesn't even fit in this box, which is kind of strange. So maybe those boxes are perfect because they seem to be the perfect dimension. Okay, here's one that has the staple. So maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I'm just gonna go through this. I think that these. Okay, yeah. This is more the perfect hanger to me. The ones that aren't varnished, and I guess they're not gonna all be exactly the same. I'll have to figure that out later. These are the ones. Like this one's kind of meek, but it does spark a bit more joy. These matte finished ones. This one has a little bit of varnish on it. Yeah, they actually do look really good together too. Even if they're not exactly the same. I mean, they all look good if they're not the same. But I'm just trying to pick the favorite ones. The Talesman Motor Inn. This one's from a motel in Ottawa. This is. Oh yeah, I'm not paying attention to. I'm not paying attention to. If it has a name on it or not. It's fine if it has a name on it. This does have a joint though too. I like that. Some of them are fatter. Those all have the same kind of joint. This is a different kind of joint. One doesn't it doesn't really fit in with the perfect scenario. This one. I'm gonna stop doing this in a second. This one I think. Oh, this one's CN. Okay, that one's special. Let me put that there. And then this one's like it's handmade. So that one's very special too. However, I don't like when this is chipping away at the thing. So this one's, yeah, it's cool because it looks like it was hand carved, which is amazing. Makes it the most valuable one. But then it's got this flaw to it. I don't know what happened, if it broke or if this fell out, so somebody tried to fix it and they fixed it poorly, or that's the way that it was made and it's just been wearing away and chipping away at that. Anyway, it's still really, really nice because it's probably the oldest one. And then also they grease penciled it. And I've tried to scrub this off before, but I don't think I can't get it off. So I don't know. Do I start a new rudimentary pile? I don't know. The stapled ones, yeah, there's something about the stapled ones. I mean, it's jaggedy and rough and it can snag your clothes. So it is probably best not to do those. So I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to make some piles and maybe there'll be some ones that I'll want to show you specifically. But I think I know what I'm looking for, the ones that are unvarnished and yeah, basically unvarnished, and I guess they all have to look like this and not have a little spindle on them, even though I love the ones that have the extra little detail curve on them. This is an example of the perfect hanger. Also, I'm seeing that I like the ones that are jointed down through this way. Seems to be the ones that I like the best. That makes them, the wood is thicker. They're just thicker and unvarnished, and yeah. So I do know what I like. I do know what I'm going through. I'm gonna get back to you in a second. I'll try to do this really quickly, and then we'll see what I came up with. It was a weird journey going through all of these. These turned out to be the best of the best, which isn't really necessarily true, because what I realized was probably some of the earlier rejects, the ones that had the staples in them, the support system. We're going to find a version of that. what's that one? Like the ones that have this cross. Now these are probably the oldest ones. So what happened here was I've got some ones that are really rudimentary, so they must be like the oldest ones. So I kind of separated those, and I noticed, and then I had the ones that had the staple, which I mean, in many ways I like them more because they are so rustic, but as something that I know that I have a collection of ones that function better together, and that's these ones, and that they're smoother, and then the look is more uniform. So these are the varnished ones, which some of these they're just varnished, so some of them probably would match the other ones, but I just don't like the gloss on them. Sometimes that's useful though, like if you're hanging silk shirts or something that snags easy. Not that I have anything that's not rustic like itself. So that's kind of what has happened in these 3 boxes, is that they're just probably older and more older and more rustic and just not appealing. And then there's something about, I don't know if this first one will be a good example. I guess it kind of is. There's all of these extra details, and it's really weird. This is the only hanger that has a different detail from the ones that I automatically take, like the finish on this. Like this is often, and there's lots of these, but the ones that jump out at me as the right thickness, the right bracket, or the right hook, they all are exactly the same except for that one. That's the only one with a pant one. Now I also found some interesting collections, so I kind of stopped separating the CN Hotel ones, and then some of the other, like the Hilton. I've noticed that these are the same, and especially this is a collection that's the same. Look, they all have the same marking on them. You can see sometimes they're a little bit different. They're a little bit the same, but it would make sense that there'd be one manufacturer that would put them out to all of the hotels, and especially the hotels that are connected. And that's mainly what this is, but I just added this. I don't think the Quebec Hilton is connected, but it seems to be the same kind of hanger, and not that it matters. So just separation. So why I separated these ones is because they actually have writing on them, and they're also they're also CN. They're also train oriented. So not necessarily CN, but also CP rail. I don't know if that matters or anything to anybody, but that's a pretty good collection. But these ones fit in with that too. They just have print on them. And then this one is just smaller. This is like a child's hanger, so that always got in the way. Like I would go to hang something up, and then I would pull that hanger out. And then these ones all have writing on them, which makes them not perfect. I mean, ones that say Martha on them, and one that says Mother on it. Like, I hope it's not the hanger that was like, maybe it's like, I don't know, depending, maybe it was for a set, maybe it was for a movie that they used, it was for the mother character, or maybe it was for somebody's funeral, where they had to put nonetheless, these ones are, I don't mind that stuff. I mean, one day maybe I would take sandpaper to it. It just adds character, and there's a story. Martha and Mother own those 2 hangers, and God knows what those 2 ones, they look like they said the exact same thing and done by the same person, so I must have got them at the same place. Oh yeah, see, so this is an example of different styles that are made. I noticed that none of those will have this indent in here, except for this one, but it's just like one like this would tend to be varnished, and maybe this was varnished and the varnish wore off, or maybe it's older, but it does fit in. It's got the right joint that I like. It's got here's what it doesn't have. It's got this thing so I'm noticing, so this is 2 things. So this I'm going to stick this one in with the antiques because it is different. It's got more detail to it, more craftsmanship, but it seems like they've streamlined here. Another good example. Oh no, this is not a good example. This one's a little more rudiment. This one looks like it was handcrafted. Maybe I shouldn't have pulled that one out. I'm questioning that one now. Let's pull out another one. Okay, there's this one. Oh, no, this one has that. This one has that in there. Maybe I'm wrong about that thing. Maybe that thing's always there. No, sometimes it's there. Sometimes it's not. It's easier to look at them in the closet. And I also noticed, this is different too. But that's good to see that they're not all exactly the same. They have different hooking systems. But when I hang them up in the closet, I'll also see that they're all gonna fall different. I'm gonna see that some are longer, and then maybe I will pull some of those out. But for the most part, these ones are chunky, hunky. They don't have the ball on the end here, which I think this is an older detail that they streamlined when they started making more of them. See, this is a good example. Oh, except it's not a good example because this one has that pant notch in it. So I think what's happening here is that some are older than others. You can see sometimes they have a ball at the end there, and sometimes they dig up inside. And maybe I need to go through those and categorize those, because if they're all falling in the closet at a perfect distance, and everyone is exactly the same hanger, like these 4 CN hangers, which I 100% got all of these at different times, and they are exactly the same, and you don't know how I feel about that these are all exactly perfect. And there's another. Oh yeah. Oh no. I have another collection of ones like this, which this is incredible that there's so many of them. However, there are some variants on here. So there's these Sheraton Hotel ones, and there are ones that have, I like this. These ones I think are newer. I don't know, the metal looks like, the way that the metal is perfectly turned and the ball in the end. I think that these ones are newer. And then they have this CN Hotel one, which is not the same company, but actually there was a time where, like, I know in Halifax, where the Sheraton is now the CN Hotel because it's attached to the railway station. I don't know. It's all big business in Canadian business mixing together. Anyway, these ones are all matched, and I usually don't like the ball thing, but besides that ball thing and the shape of this, see, the shape of that is off, but they all seem to match these ones, and they also have this pant loop. So I do like all of these, but I noticed that the ones, not a pant loop, I'm sorry, this is like a strap indent, and they all match, except this one doesn't have the strap indent. But I think this one is kind of an exception. So I have all of these strap loop ones. Which is this one? Where was that one? I have the one strap loop one from that collection somewhere. I don't know what I did with that now. Is it on the floor here somewhere? It's down here. That's what I have to check. I'm going to see, does this one match this one perfectly? No, it's definitely a different manufacturer. It's a different shape. So, I mean, I still like this one, but it's rare for the ones, the ones that I like to have this on it. A lot of the other ones do have it on it, the ones that I've put aside. I don't know why that's relevant or how this could be interesting to anyone, but this is the whole OCD brain thing. And these ones I notice are exactly the same. So the ones that were all from different places, so I only have 4 that have this kind of joint. And these 3 are identical, even though they're from different places. And this one is the same shape, but it's a bit thicker. But besides it being a bit thicker, the shape is identical. So there's definitely a reason for that. Oh, wait, are these? Oh, yeah, they are completely identical with exactly the same swoop. So definitely the same manufacturer, but for some reason this one is thicker, maybe because it's made for a coat. And I kind of like these. Again, these are probably older. This is probably a more rudimentary style. And they kind of match, they kind of fit. You know what? I might mix these ones in because I do like them, and they are very similar, despite having a different joint. And then I have these newer ones. So yeah, so that's kind of noting. I noticed that some really old ones have this extra loop, and then I guess these two, this metal looks too new. I think that this is a reproduction. And then we've got these ball jointed ones again. I mean, they might match those Sheratons. Let's see. These might be identical. No, they're not identical. They have the same kind of ball style, but it's they're missing that thing. So they're a thing of all their own. This one definitely looks too new. The fact that it's made in Canada and it's cedar, I like that. You can feel that it's a lighter wood, but cedars, I mean, I would love to have all cedar hangers, but not. I would definitely choose the oak ones over it. I hope I'm not wrong about these being oak. Yeah, so the ball joint and the shape of this hook doesn't really spark as much joy as the more rudimentary hook. Some of the hooks are bent, like this one's a good example. Oh, here's one. Yeah, I don't really like when it does that thing to it. So I might go through and pull some of those out. Oh, that's another one. Maybe I do like it. It's more about choosing the wood. And then this one's not connected the same. So yeah, maybe I have to go through these ones. But it is funny that the ones that spark the most joy, none of them have the strap loop on them. And that's not why. I didn't not pick them. It was because of varnish and joints and attachments. And I just noticed when they're making hangers at different times, they did different things. Okay. So I gotta organize these a bit better now. Oh, these are more of the joint ones. You can look at this one. This one's all smashed up. But in many ways, I like this hanger more. But it's not really useful. I should definitely glue that. But instead of taking the time to do that, I will just put it into storage, and we'll see. Okay, and what's this? What's this pack? Oh, this is a full collection too. Okay, so this was another one that I found where they're all from CP Hotels, which is the same as the train station ones that I like, and they are all exactly the same. They're totally exactly the same. Do they match the CN? And they do match the CN ones perfectly. So they belong in the same. It's kind of funny. Well, it's not really funny because, like I said, the manufacturer would have made the same hangers for all of the hotels for the train station. So they would have, had the same. So that's really cool that all of the ones that I wanted to collect and put separately anyway were exactly the same. Okay, so I think that this is a good example of my definitive perfect hanger. So maybe I'm going to have to go through all of those and see which ones are exactly the same as these. And then they should be the ones that I have in my closet. That's definitely a good starting point. And then I can put the rest. See, they are all made exactly the same with the same dot. And it's not just the logo and the names on these that spark the joy. It's like the perfect curve and the perfect pole and the perfect hook and the perfect joint. So yeah, these are my favorites. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I've wasted enough of your time talking about hangers. I can't even imagine anyone being interest in listening to me, but maybe you're doing something. Maybe you're doing a chore. Maybe you're making dinner, which it's now 6:30, and I haven't eaten anything yet today, but I did have 2 glasses of hot chocolate. All right, I'm going to go make potatoes, and then that means I probably won't eat until 9, but that's not true because I'm going to put these away first. And will my ADHD prevent me from going through those and picking out the ones that are exactly the same as this? I don't know. I'll get back to you on that. Until next time, thanks for joining me today. Maybe this is a shorter video than normal. Maybe this isn't. No, it's an hour. I love you. I'll see you again real soon. Until then.